Today, I want to talk to you about breaking the rules. So, I have watched countless videos on how to do YouTube and how to be successful on YouTube. And I'm finding a lot of the same themes that keep coming up. And people say, you have to do this, you have to do this um, for the algorithm or what have you. Whatever the case, they're giving a list of things that you have to do to be successful. Now, the problem with this that I find is that for someone like me who was afraid to get started, having a list of rules that I needed to do first is something that would hinder me from getting started, and it may be hindering you from getting started. So I'm a Gen Xer. I don't know about you, but I'm a rebel and I don't like to follow the rules. I like to create my own path. So what I did was I came up with a list of 9 reasons why you don't need to follow the rules to just get started. In fact, I don't even know if you need to follow the rules to be successful on YouTube. There are plenty of YouTubers out there that did not follow the rules. They just got started and maybe later on they changed up their strategy or what have you. But I really want to challenge the algorithm. That is a thought that I've had lately, and I will share a little bit more with you when I get into which one is it? Number 9. So I'll go more into more detail on that. So the first thing that I'm going to say is forget everything they told you. So this relates to what I was just talking about. You do not need to follow a list of rules to get you started. Just press record. You can figure the rest out later. Of course, there are certain things that you need to do before you upload your video. You want to make sure that you have done those things. But just to get started, just press record. That's all you need to do. So, number 2, you don't need a script. Right now, I am reading from a bulleted list. Well, actually, it's a numbered list that I have made because this is a how-to video. So, I want to make sure that I remember all the points. I usually just talk off the cuff. That's what's easier for me. If I had to actually write a script, I wouldn't have recorded a single video. So no video that you see of mine, even my first 2 videos, there's no script. I didn't use a script for any of them. This is the closest thing that I've come to a script. And like I said, it's just because I want to make sure that I touch on all the points and I don't forget anything. So you don't need a script. Do you need a script to walk around your neighborhood and record yourself? Do you need a script to drive your car? No, just start walking around your neighborhood and start talking. Just drive your car and start talking. You don't need a script for any of that. Number 3, honor your creative honor your creative ideas and record them. So I'm going to show you later in this video how I keep track of all of my ideas, and this is the best thing that I have done. This is the best app that I have bought. You actually don't even have to buy it. You can use the free version if you want. I actually went ahead and bought the full version because it is so helpful to me. So what I do is I open my app and I just record all of my ideas and I organize them. I'm going to show you later in the video exactly how I do that. So number 5, number 4, you don't need to know your niche or to niche down. You are a whole person. You do not have to only show one side of yourself uh, to appeal to your audience. You don't have to only show one side of you because you're afraid that the algorithm won't like you. You are a whole person. What I would suggest maybe is start doing the videos. Maybe you start your videos with just getting started. I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do. If you're looking for a niche and you don't know what it is, just get started recording videos. Talk about things that interest you. Be authentic. Make sure that the things that you're talking about are true to you. You're not just saying something so that you can be picked up by the algorithm and get in someone's feed. Okay. Make sure that what you're talking about, you can talk about it comfortably, honestly, authentically. Okay. Once you have established some sort of an audience, you can then, at that point, if you like, create a playlist. Start making videos about whatever you want to make videos about, but put them in a playlist. For example, this video is about just getting started on YouTube, and this is maybe my 3rd video that I have about just getting started. So I'm going to have a playlist where people who are specifically looking for that type of content can easily find it. But I in no way am going to say that I am only going to make videos for YouTube, because that's not who I am and that's not what I'm about. I want to share all sort of things. I'm very passionate about self-care, mainly because I need to practice more of it. So I want to embody that and show you how I do it. And the more practice I get, then the better I will get at it. But I'm not going to hide and shield that side of myself just to satisfy whatever viewers are trying to look for something in a certain niche. Those things will go in a playlist. And if you don't want to see all of me, you don't have to. You can either watch the videos that are in the playlist or you can click away. It's up to you. But I'm not niching down. This is what I'm doing. I'm being a whole person because that's how I am. That's how I want to present myself in the world. And I am not trying to pigeonhole myself where now all I can do is make videos about YouTube. So, number 5 is you don't need to know how to edit, okay? There are exceptions to this, but you don't need to know how to edit to get started, okay? Just press record and see what comes up, okay? Take a look at it, or I mean, honestly, you may know while you're recording, like, that wasn't a good take, I need to re-record. So if you don't know how to edit, you can just press stop and press record, do it again. I do this all the time with my podcast. If you want to check out my podcast, um, it is, you know, just me talking, and I'm just rambling on about things that are on my mind. It's not edited. There's no script. I'm just talking. And if I make a mistake, I just press stop and I re-record. And this idea actually came from my business mentor. She told me to start a podcast because I was just telling her about all the problems that I was having in my business, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. And she said, "You have my podcast course, don't you?" She was like, "Listen to the podcast course." And she was like, "You have something to say. Everybody has something to say. Everybody has a story to tell." And when I took that course, she said she doesn't edit her videos. She just records them. And if it doesn't come out right on the first try, then she just redoes it. And when I heard this, I thought that was absolutely bananas. But stay with me, because this is what helped me to actually press record. So podcasting was the first thing for me because I didn't have to show my face. And I didn't need to be dressed a certain way or anything like that. I could just press record and get out what I had to say. Now, I have recorded up to maybe a half an hour, made a mistake, stopped, re-recorded. So the next time that you record, it might even improve because you already know what you want to say and now you're trying to say it again. So just press record, press stop, re record. Okay. Now, if you do need to edit, okay, and you don't have any software or any apps to help you do that, or you don't know how to use them, you can use Canva. Canva is very user friendly. So what I do is I upload my videos to Canva. I put them in a folder so that I can have them organized, but by project. So I upload the video. I put the video in, and if I'm going to lay a track, I'll do that after. But just for the sake of editing, the main things that you need to know are S, because that's to split it. And then if you hover, I think if you hover over the frame, there might be 3 dots or something like that, or you may be able to right click it and you can hide it. So you can listen to where you cut the video, and you can hide what you cut using the S button, for using the S on your keyboard to split. And if where the track ends is in the right place, you can delete or you can continue to hide that extra frame that you had. So there's a plus button in between each frame. You can add a frame if you want to add in another clip, or you can do a transition. It's so easy. Watch a video if you need to, but I'm telling you, it's super intuitive. It's so easy to do. My main recommendations with using Canva would be if you are recording in 4K, like I'm recording in cinematic 4K, 24 frames per second. So this takes up a lot of room on my phone. But if I were recording just standard HD or just not using cinematic, I would be able to pretty much upload the whole video as long as it's, I think, about 9 minutes. Once it starts to get around 10 minutes, then I have to split it. So if you're recording and you can remember, or you have some sort of timer, or just your intuition is telling you the video is getting long, stop it before you go to your next thought, and then create a new video. So you can easily get those videos into Canva without having to split them up. Because if you record a long video that's large, you're going to have to split it up before you get it in there. So number 6 is going to be to monetize yourself. You don't need to wait for YouTube to monetize you. Monetize yourself. Do you have something that you make or sell? For me, a lot of my jewelry that I have, I make myself. So for instance, I made this necklace, I made this ring, I made these bracelets. I have an Etsy shop that it's on vacation mode. I'm not sure when I'll get it back up, but when I do, I will list stuff. I'll list stuff here. I'll have a link or a barcode or something for you to scan where it'll take you to that shop. But I also make digital products. So you can put your links below. You can also put a barcode in so that it will take someone to your products that you sell. You don't have to wait for YouTube to do it for you. Also you can also use affiliate links. So I'm going to put an affiliate link for a couple of things that I use, and you can use a barcode for that. You can also put a link in the description. So you have 2 ways of doing it. Okay, so you don't need to wait for YouTube to monetize you. Monetize yourself, empower yourself. Okay, number 7, create connections. Okay, everything is about creating connections. People no longer want to see these highly polished videos with someone sitting behind a desk and telling you, you need to do this, you need to do that, or I'm so great at this, take my course or whatever. And then, a few months or years down the line, you see this person shutting down their page. They were overwhelmed. They couldn't deal with all the pressure of it. Part of the reason is because it is a lot of work to do YouTube that way. Okay. You want to make it easy. Okay. So, what can you do so that you don't put, all these barriers up to get started? So, you just start recording, start talking to camera. If you are not comfortable talking to camera, drive your car, put on some sunglasses, do whatever you have to do so that you can create your video and get it out. But people are tired of the old polished, you know, false thing, perfect looking thing over there. We want authenticity, okay? So authenticity is me just stumbling over that word and I'm not editing it out, okay? You're going to see it. This is who I am. I make mistakes and I'm leaving it in, okay? Um Number 8, create chapters. Now, this is kind of a controversial one for me, and when I heard that you could create chapters, I kind of thought, well, if you have chapters, then that will maybe cause someone to skip around. They won't watch your whole video. Guess what? Most people are not watching your video all the way through. I looked at my analytics and I got depressed for a second because the average time that someone was watching was about 3 minutes. And then I think 1 or 2 people watched and they just clicked off. So it actually dropped it down to like 2 minutes and 50, I think like 2 minutes. Yeah, maybe it was 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I was thinking 2.5 minutes. Either way, my video was maybe about 12 minutes long and people were clicking off of it after about 3 minutes in. So if people aren't going to watch the entire video anyway, then let's give them chapters so that they can click around to get to where they want to go. And that will help them stay engaged with the content even longer. Now, I don't know how to do chapters yet, but I'm going to watch some videos on it. And hopefully by the time I get this video up, there'll be some chapters. If there aren't, then I'm not going to let that become a barrier to me getting it up. If I can't figure out how to put the chapters in a timely manner, then this is just going to be a full-length video and I will work on that for the future. But I'm just getting started and my thing is to just go, okay? So number 9 is stop performing for the algorithm. Stop putting out stuff that you think is going to be popular now, so you want to jump on the bandwagon. Because what's going to happen is if you are always chasing like that next thing, then you are not tapping into your authentic self. You're not tapping into your own creativity. You're just doing what you see other people doing. And then that's where you get into this thing, well, if so many people are already doing it, then maybe I don't need to do it, or you just become a copycat of what other people are doing. So I think there's a space to get on a trend, but make it authentic. Don't do it just because everybody's searching for it, because you're going to get really tired. You're going to run out of ideas. You're not going to know what to do because you're just chasing the next thing. So I'm going to give you a bonus one, which is number 10, which is to be grateful. No matter where you are, where you started, be grateful for what you have and congratulate yourself for the progress that you've made. Okay. When I first started making the notes for this video, I had 100 views on my beach video. What's the title? I can't even remember right now, but it's in the playlist. It's after the just get started. Oh, it's just say yes. Okay, so I had 100 views on that. So that was my goal. My goal was to get 100 views. That's not my lifetime goal, but that was my first goal because I am new to YouTube, and 100 views to me feels like a million. So just be grateful, and thank you to everybody that's watched, whether you watched to the end or you skipped out. But thank you if you've watched. Definitely thank you if you've watched to the end, because that definitely helps me to get more watch time hours. It will help me to get monetized by YouTube faster. But it also lets me know that I'm connecting with people, that you're engaged with the content that I'm putting out, and it helps to motivate me to keep going. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, do all of that, and I'll talk to you later. So now I'm going to show you how I keep track of all of my ideas for YouTube and all of my creative ideas. So this is going to be an affiliate link. This is how I was talking about you can monetize yourself. So I'm going to go into the Voicenotes app and I'm going to press record. Gen X doesn't follow rules, we break them. Create a list of ways that YouTubers can create content from an authentic place rather than following all the rules that they say we need in order to be successful. So it's going to take my voice, create a transcript. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a couple of tags. I'm going to add creative idea and I'm going to add YouTube. So that way I can filter, when I ask it questions, I can filter things that I want to see, but I can also just ask it. You can ask your AI anything from your notes. And so if I use the record feature, it'll also give me it'll give me a voice answer. There will be text as well. What's a good YouTube idea? Okay, so it's generating the answer. Now, if I just typed in the question instead of using the voice feature, it would only give me text. But since I asked it a question verbally, it'll give me a verbal answer plus the text is there. At least that's what's supposed to happen. Okay, there we go. So here's all the text. And so I'm going to press play. This is all from my notes.
A good YouTube video idea could be creating a series titled Make Something Just for Fun, where you shoot a series of videos exploring various creative projects without any particular objective other than enjoyment and creative expression.
Okay.
This idea aligns with the concept.
Okay, so you get the idea there. So it will give you answers based purely on your notes. It's not like it's not like the AI at large. It's not, it uses ChatGPT, but it's private. So when it gives me an answer, the answer is specific to things that I have input. So that's how you can use Voicenotes. Please use the affiliate link if you're interested in getting it. I'll post it below, and I'll probably, by the time this video is up, I'll probably have a QR code in there as well. So thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. I appreciate it all. Ciao for now.